Start us off, cuz.
Bro, I know we losing followers like this, man. We cannot. Please.
Hey, man, I'm happy, man. You know what I'm saying?
You ready?
So, man, are you gonna start it off what?
Welcome to the One Stop Podcast, where we talk sports
and all that other shit. All right, calm down. I'm done.
This can't be life.
What's up, bro?
What's good, my brother? What's good, man? What's going on, man? Listen, you shaking peanuts in the middle of the screen, drinking water, man. Listen,
hey, man, I'm all over the place right now. But you know what? That don't even matter, bro. That's just me trying to live the healthy lifestyle that I'm living. And if you don't hate, if you got hate in your heart, let it
man.
Look,
nobody, listen, bro. Nobody judging you. Nobody judging you.
Look, judgy. A little judgy.
I don't care.
No, a little judgy.
Here we are. Now here we are.
Bro, it's as always, my brother. It's good to see you. What's going on, everybody? I am your host, Darrell. Go by Rel. You can follow me at 4 Darrellovit. That's the number 4, DERELLEOFIT. You can follow me on all social media platforms. This is my co-host, my brother, the Vano. Call my man Vano. You can follow him at just Vano. I think just on Instagram. The boy don't do social media like that, which is crazy because he has a business. Whatever. That's neither here nor there. But we are here for another episode of the One Stop Podcast where we talk sports and all that other shit. And look, let's be honest. We all know what the trending topic is right now. I know it's a lot going on. There's NCAA, there's NBA. But, bro, kick us off. We already know what it is. Start us off with what you got for us.
Man, let me tell y'all boys something. I'm getting a little pissed off. You put my whole government out there like that. How you going to be like, I'm Rel, and then you going to call me Devon?
I said my name was Darrell, though. And then I said, go by Rel. Then I said, your name is Devano. Go by Devano.
I'm just saying, listen, man. So let's talk about
bro.
That's why we can't have nice things, man. That's why.
That's why, because you, God, bro. Go ahead.
It is what it is. No, man, straight up, man. It's been a shakedown in H-Town, man. And so I want to talk about this a little bit. And the last show, we finished it off with the quick stuff of what was going on with Deshaun Watson in Houston. So a couple weeks ago, well, probably about a month and a half ago, he decided, hey, I'm out of Houston. I don't want to be here. And randomly, before the show last week, it came out that it was a whole bunch of allegations or cases of I don't even know what it was. Let's say they called it sexual assault or something along. Is that right, bro? Sexual assault, where he had a bunch of allegations of women massage therapists or so saying that he did a whole bunch of egregious
sexual assault cases.
Yeah, a whole bunch of that. And so my point is up to, I think the number's up to 16. I've heard as high as 22. Listen.
Yep.
I'm gonna be honest about this. Where there's a little smoke, there probably is a little fire. Now, in this one, that's my phrase. I kind of stand by it. If there's a little smoke, there's a little fire. This one seems a little different. This dude told the organization, I don't want to be there. I want out. Do whatever y'all got to do. He also got a no trade clause, meaning, hey, y'all can't trade me to whoever y'all want to unless I sign off on it. And then the lawyer that is representing the organization stays up the street from the owners of the organization, which they claim we don't know each other like that. It's kind of hard for me not to know my neighbors. I'm going to just be honest about that. Maybe I kind of know my neighbors like that. But I'm just saying, for them to be in that realm, it's a little hard. So what I'm saying is, I'm not saying that this dude is not guilty, but I'm saying that he's probably more innocent than guilty. And I want to see what this turns out to be, because from the things that I've been reading, people have been putting their names on this stuff as Jane Doe versus Deshaun Watson. So these 16, 20 women ain't even putting their names on it. So Mary Smith.
We don't even know if they're real people.
Yeah. So I would like you to put your name on it if it happened. I mean, you could be like, they was intimidated by, the celebrity status of this, like this dude. I bought into these dudes in the streets randomly, you know what I'm saying? And so if they did you hurt or did you wrong, you would want people to know that. To have 22 cases, 16 cases, and they all say nothing criminal happened, is all civil. That sounds like a shakedown to me, because it's criminal. We want to see criminal charges pressed against him. And if he did it, guess what? I don't want to see the dude take another snap of football. Was he blackmailed?
All right. So I've been thinking about this because I knew we were going to talk about it. So I've been thinking about this today, and I've been trying to I'm trying to be cautious with it, right? Because it is a sensitive subject, and I know the world we live in today. But bro, I'm gonna just be completely honest with you, and this is not the views of the One Stop Podcast itself. This is just how I feel. It's true. I'm gonna be real with you, bro. It's just something about it don't seem right to me. The whole thing, all these people coming out, like all before we know. Now, granted, things have happened with people, with athletes, where they look like this person on one end, and then the backstory is bam. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's a lot of crazy. Case in point, maybe a Tiger Woods or something. Right?
I mean, this could literally be a Darren Sharper situation.
Exactly, right? So, but this one just, like you said, it feels different. I really feel like the Houston organization got something to do with this. Now, again, I feel the same way you. If it comes out that he was like being inappropriate with these women and like was like making them do sexual acts and like doing stuff they didn't want to do, then look, dude's great athletes, whatever, but get him out the league. He don't need to be here because that's jacked up. But the bad part about this is whether this man prove his innocent or not, he's guilty.
This is gonna be attached to his name forever.
It's attached forever. And the bad part about that is it's 14 cases of Jane Doe's and every one of them say Deshaun Watson. So his name's all out there.
Right. And
if it comes out these ladies are lying, they ain't losing nothing. They ain't losing credibility. They ain't losing their jobs. Like, I want the truth to go ahead and come out for his sake and for the alleged victims' sake as well. But it's just some don't feel right to me about this one. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I want this man to have his trial. I don't believe none of it until we actually start seeing some actual proof of him doing something. Because a text message that said, "I'm sorry if I made you feel uncomfortable," that can be anything.
Right.
That could be anything, man. Look, they always say, why is chivalry dead, right? When it comes to men, like chivalry is so dead. Because at this point, you don't know how to talk to women, right? You go up to a woman, you talking nice to her. She might say, well, he was too flirty, or he was just a little weird. He was too close. He was talking. And you could have just been having a conversation. He could have been getting a massage and was like, oh, yeah, that's a spot right there. And she felt awkward for him just saying, yeah, it's a spot. Which, when you get a massage and stuff, I'm always going, oh, shit, yeah, right there. So if she felt some type of way by just him going, when she had his thigh or something, that can be interpreted as, okay, he's making me do stuff I don't feel comfortable doing. And now it fucks his life up. So if it's something like that, come on, man. Like that's just fucked up. But I do think Houston, like it would not surprise me if it comes out that Houston is behind this shit. Like somebody just say, they got it.
Let's be clear about this, right? Is my volume too high?
Oh no, I got you. I can hear you good. It ain't too loud to me.
So my thing with Houston is they literally shipped DeAndre Hopkins out of town. You talking about a dude that's one of the best wide receivers in the league right now. They also granted a dude like JJ Watt. I'm not making this a bad thing. They granted dude JJ Watt opportunity to leave out of town. However, they told Deshaun Watson, yo, bro, yeah, you're gonna play for us, and we're gonna get you a coach that you said you wanted. You said you want a black coach. We got you one. Whether you like him or not, he's the worst offensive coordinator in the league last season because he was with Baltimore, which had the worst passing attack of all. And you tell me this is the dude you got me, whatever. I don't want to be a part of this right here. I want to be out. So I want to delineate between Houston being a trash organization and this dude actually doing something. I don't put anything past Houston. You think about it. I think I talked about this on another show. The dude that's running Houston right now used to be the chaplain of the team, which is cool with the owners. This dude used to be in there saying prayers and stuff for people, but now he's the head of football operation.
It's weird to me because we already know how bad Houston's been ran, right? It's been a terrible ran organization. Like they even had some point where people was thinking some racial undertone at one point, right? It was not proven, right? So I again allege a little racial undertone. But again, Houston is one of those good old teams where if they're behind this, it would not shock me, bro. I'm telling you, like
so
they don't have a racial undertone. Go ahead.
So basically, what you're telling me here is at some point in time, the McNair is going to have to sell that dang organization if this comes out to be a big false lie. Because that's what happened with old boy with the Clippers, Ballmer. Yeah, that's his name, Ballmer.
Oh, yeah. No, you said no, not Steve Ballmer.
Not Ballmer. What's his name?
Oh, the other God, you mean why would you do that?
Because I gotta look this up because
it's gonna bother me. No, Dan is a Washington coach, owner, right?
Damn, what's the dude name? I forgot.
Hold on, I got it. Look, man,
Donald Sterling.
That's what we're gonna do.
Yeah, Donald Sterling.
Donald Sterling, yeah.
So literally they're plotting themselves up for either not having a quarterback and this dude don't play no more, or there's about to be a whole Donald Sterling organization because they're gonna have to sell a team after this. Nobody gonna want to play for Houston after this. And with the league being 70%, 75% black dudes ain't about to go play in Houston.
Listen, they're going players because
there's gonna be a deep lacrosse team out there.
I think they're gonna be, of course, they'll be able to draft players and they'll get like walk-on players, but they won't. If it comes out they have anything to do with this a little bit, they would never get a free agent with the same ownership. They won't get a big free agent,
right?
Unless they just throwing crazy cash out. That's it. Unless they're throwing crazy cash, they would not get a big time free agent. Matter of fact, they're not getting them now. Like who's going to Houston? I mean, because everybody who's been there, not bad stuff to say about them. Even down Andre Johnson.
Yeah, nobody want to be in Houston. I mean, I think what's my boy name? Arian Foster hurt. I think he probably faked an injury to get out of it. He's like, I'm done.
He probably did, man. Oh, Aaron, he was at one point, man. It's sad. It's sad to see that right when this man says, I want to leave, right? And then you have says that, well, Watson is our quarterback, right? But he's still behind the scenes saying, no. If Houston don't have nothing to do, they dug up the information.
And so my point is they gave him a really big contract before the season. So all these allegations came from, most of them from my scene came from last season before he got his contract. And so that means that they already knew and they still decided to do that. That's just bad business, man. Very bad business.
It's just, I mean, look, the thing is the NFL is about the investigation, right? A lot of teams are still interested, but I expect them to make a move, right? Because I think one of the cases actually made her do like sexual. That's done. I don't care. Like if he goes to a team and they say he got to sit out, you take that. You'll bite that bullet, right? You bite that. If it comes out he actually did one, he's done, man. Done. And that Can you hear me, Vano?
Yeah, a little bit, You coming through, bro. You got a rough patch over there. Yeah, no. Oh, so like Mark, you said, man, like they're saying he's a sexual predator. I mean, I find that hard to believe. Like, I mean, there's all types of people that they're connecting with this case. They're saying it's Asian women and black women. Like, I really don't know. Like, I mean, if a smear campaign was a person to get smeared through the mud, this dude that's been pretty squeaky clean, coming from his background, being a kid that's part of what's his name? Warwick Dunn's organization. His mom's getting a house through it. Him actually going to college, going to a good university, which is a decent school. You know, Clemson's they're from the state. So between that, making it to the league, Heisman Trophy runner-up kind of guy, you know, it's hard to see that this is the light that they would say. But I'm gonna piggyback on this real quick, and then we're gonna move off of this. But you look at a lot of stuff, and I'm not trying to make this a racial thing. And because I don't, you know, I don't necessarily want it to be one, but when you looked at somebody like Bill Cosby that was trying to actually buy a network, you know, and next, I think he's trying to buy NBC. Bill Cosby, all these sexual allegations came up from women that looked like, you know, my PE teachers from back in the days that, you know, had mustache and they were chicks. Like, it just finds, like, I'm not saying that Bill Cosby's innocent, but when it was time for someone of power to do something or make a power move, those things seem to bring up and they seem to dwindle through the past. Like you look at even Herman Cain when he was running for president, you know, not that I think Herman Cain would have won, but at the end of the day, they said they pulled up some old sexual allegations from this dude from, you know, years ago in the past, and he had to concede his defeat. And I mean, so you look at Watson, somebody else that's in a powerful standpoint or a position to be somebody that can call his own shots. It's like, we're gonna smear you through the mud right here because I mean, at the end of the day, you're gonna have 50% of the people that's against you already, because that's a whole group of people that's gonna be like, if this dude did this, and that's just from a women's standpoint, you know what I'm saying? If this dude did this, he's done. So 50% of people are already gonna not like you, and there's gonna be a bigger portion of people that are like.
Well, the bad part about this is it's so easy to pile on.
Right.
Like once you get one or two cases, if a lawyer comes up to you and say this, it's so easy for other women to just pile on and say, "This kid, all you gotta do is the same story that the first one said, maybe in a different location, maybe he had on this one day." I think now with anybody that he has contact with, anybody he had contact with doesn't have a relationship with, are going to come out, bro, and that's kind of sad. Hey, but let's take a quick second. Let me switch. I'm gonna go over to my. It's moving good on my end. I'm getting a lag from you, and then Mito's getting a lag from me. So I try it on my cell phone. I'm gonna go out, keep the people entertained. Give me like a minute, bro.
What do you want me to talk about for a minute? Yeah. So you know, I'll piggyback. I'll let Rel sort his bearings out over there. People about Spark. I don't want to talk about my company, but I will. So yeah. So we had to you know, shows are like this sometimes. You know, somebody got to hop in, hop out, and then we got to keep the party rolling here. So before we get into our next segue, which we're going to actually
but let's say a minute, boy, I'm legit, Ryan. What you talking about? You thought I was gonna leave you by yourself, my brother?
Hey man, I was wrapping up the Deshaun Watson stuff, but I was headed into the next segue real quick, and we was gonna get into some of these NBA sports injuries. So I was going, you know.
Perfect segue, man. Matter of fact, before we even get into that, explain your business real quick, man, and let the people know what you do, man. And
yeah, so the fun part is I get on camera, and me and my brother, we've been doing this for quite some time, so it's fun. But I never tell anybody what I really do. So I specialize in sports injuries, rehabilitation, injury prevention. The name of my company is Spark Performance and Rehab. I'm located in the Metro Atlanta area, so that's what I do. I see a handful of athletes from high school to youth to middle school, college, professional, you name it. I work on a lot of athletes. So when it comes to sports injuries, that's probably one of my biggest passions, because my goal is to, one, prevent injuries from happening and make sure that we can get the longevity out of the career of athletes. So when we look at a lot of the stuff, when we look at what's going on in the NBA and professional sports, the biggest thing that we see is a lot of people, they don't understand what's happening. They're like, are these athletes load managing? What's going on? Why are they load managing? And now we look at the game right now, and we got some of our biggest guys that are actually on the sideline right now. Some injuries I say that are not preventable, but a lot of these things are preventable. About 70-75% of injuries are preventable in nature. You just got to have the right tools, know how to diagnose it, fix this stuff, and work on that stuff. And that's kind of where I come in at. But so if y'all did see the LeBron James injury, that's a 50-50 injury to me. So when I'm always looking at injuries, I'm saying, hey, what happened here? Was this preventable? Could it have been avoided? Blah, blah, blah. The LeBron James one, it's an injury that I thought was 50-51. He got his leg hit. So what happened here is his leg inverted inside, and that's normally not the way that the foot should actually rotate when you sprain an ankle. He also had I forgot the dude's name that fell on his leg. Also,
Solomon Hill.
Yeah, Solomon Hill, who isn't a dirty player to begin with. You know what I'm saying? He don't got a track record of like, some of these dudes out here that's just known to be a dirty player. So it also hit the outside of his leg. It hit the fibular bone, which is that outside bone. You may call it the lateral aspect of the leg or the ankle, and it rolled up. And so what it did, it created an injury in between those two bones of the tibia and the fibula. It basically injured that tendon sheath that goes. There's like a syndesmosis. That's what it's called, like a tendon sheath inside here, which is like.
Bro, we ain't gonna say and act like I know what syndesmosis is.
That's cool. I'm over here. Yeah. So
go ahead. My bad. Continue.
Yeah, I was in my bag.
Somebody know what a syndesmosis. What that shit was. Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
So what it did is that look. So the little it's like a thin little fibrous fascia in between it, so it can get damaged. And once it get damaged, that's when you start to get to these high ankle sprains, and that's what happened to LeBron. So he had a high ankle sprain. So one of our boys, Illy Willie from Philly, said, "What's the difference between a high ankle sprain and a low ankle sprain?" Low ankle sprain is a little different because you sprain the anterior talofibular ligament, which is the outside of the leg, and it pretty much is a stabilizing ligament. So he injured something different, which if you saw him walking around, he was just hitting it off on a boot. So I think LeBron James didn't have a shot in hell to not make that not happen right there. Now, the rehabilitation stuff, he's out indefinitely with the right people. With the right people, huh?
Which sucks. God,
which sucks for the Lakers.
Yeah.
And even Anthony Davis one, which we tapped on a little bit last time, but looking at the AD injury, that's avoidable. That's avoidable.
The injuries that are weird to me right now, to be honest, is the AD injury and the KD injury. Dude, those two injuries, I'm a little paused by because I feel like the KD injury might be a little more serious than we think. AD as well, but I think KD way like Kevin Durant might sit down for the rest of the season, bro. Like it's possible because we ain't hearing nothing on this dude, bro.
Yeah, his camp's a little quiet, which is a little interesting to me. The funny thing is, as we talk about a hamstring injury, because that's what both of them kind of dealing with, right?
Yeah.
I had a kid come in today that hasn't played since November. And he had a hamstring injury, and he's seen PTs, he's seen some orthos, he's seen some other chiros, and listen.
Hold on, he didn't tear anything? Did he just pulled it?
He pulled it, but he felt like he can't run 75% of it started hurting, which is kind of what KD can do. He can get out and move a little bit.
Yeah.
Then it starts hurting again. I think I might have this kid back and going. I think he's got a game on Thursday. I think I'll let him play on Thursday.
Yeah, hey man, all I know is hamstring hurt, bro.
Yeah. Now the thing is how they're treating these injuries, and what they're using to treat them and fix them. And so a lot of this stuff is they're like, hey, we got to get this stuff stronger. A lot of this stuff isn't a strength issue, and so that's where a lot of people lag at. I say it's not a strength issue. What do you mean it's not a strength issue? Because muscles are already strong. Now, is it injured? Is it working correctly? Those are the types of stuff that they're not looking at, evaluating, diagnosing. That's what they're not looking at. So these will probably look for quite some time.
Hamstrings, Achilles, like, is it just improper stretching, or is it too much weight on the body, or what?
I'll go with it's improper neuromuscular skeletal control.
Well, I might slap this dude. I might slap. Say it again for the people. Say it for the people. I mean, I got it. I mean, smart.
So here we go. It's improper neuromusculoskeletal control. Improper. Now, what does that mean in English? I'll break it down. So, and then I'll get off this because I don't want to talk about this too much. I talk about this every day. But so what happens is you look at the muscles, which is musculoskeletal, and the nervous system, which they work together, right? And so the muscles should fire or they should work correctly. If the muscles and the brain doesn't know what's actually happening, then it's going to be some junk that's going to get jammed up. And so all the muscles actually attach around joints. And so if the muscles aren't working correctly or doing their job correctly, that means that whatever they attach around is going to cause injury. So that's why you see a lot of people going out with knee injuries and ankle injuries and hip injuries, because those are major attachment sites for the most part, you know, and all the muscles that attach around it aren't actually working correctly. So if a muscle should work from 0 to 10, and 10 being great and 0 being terrible, they might be working at a 4 or a 5 or a 3 or a 2 or 8, and the other ones could be working. You want them all working at a 10. And if that's not actually happening, that's where we start getting into that injury role and things start to get injured more. So that's what you're seeing with a lot of these dudes, that they can't sort their bodies out because they're not getting this stuff evaluated correctly like that. So that's what I mean by improper neuromusculoskeletal control.
All right. So, and I will move on from it after this because I know you don't like to talk about it at work all day. So I know you don't like to talk about it.
No, man. I mean, well, I don't mind talking about it, but if I get on the topic, it could be an hour of me just talking about, you know.
I love you, bro, but I don't want to hour that shit.
That's what I'm saying.
But one question though. So, with all these injuries and stuff that are happening right now, what could these athletes do to prevent these injuries? I mean, because look, they're playing a lot of games and they're playing a lot of back-to-back. So it's taxing on their body. It's not much rest. So what can they actually do, your professional opinion, that might help them? Because injuries don't happen. That's just the way the game is. But what can they do to like better prevent them from having these major injuries?
One, I would say you got to put a team around you. And a team has to include people that aren't a part of the actual organization. So you look at Kawhi Leonard's situation. That's a perfect example for me, right? Oh, yeah. People disrespected Kawhi Leonard. They didn't like what he was doing because he was load managing, right? But when he went out, he got his own orthopedic surgeon. He got a second opinion from another doctor. He had some trainers around him. He had his own group of people that were evaluating his body. He had his own group of people. So the best interest of every organization is to have their star athletes or their athletes on the floor. Sure. And so they'll push you through an injury faster than you need to be through an injury because they want you to be out there. So you have to build your own team. And most of these guys from a professional level, I mean, they're making hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars. Like, it should be something that should be readily available. But in a community where most of the athletes look like you and I, they don't know this stuff actually exists. So when you get to a big organization, you say, hey, I'm playing for X organization. They should have the best trainers, physical therapists, sports chiropractors, massage therapists. These are the people I'm going to see because I see them everywhere. They should have the best in the world. But as we see, the bottom of the ESPN ticker says these dudes are getting hurt at an alarming rate too. So that can't be the answer. So if it was up to me, I'd hire me. I'd fix all these mugs. I got a couple hundred athletes and ain't none of them injured. They come to me hurt. They all doing good. So
well, I mean, what we do know is when you're working for an organization that has their own training, chiropractor, doctor, whatever, they're never going to give you, like, they're going to do whatever it takes to help them.
Right.
I mean, I'm even looking at that even at this point to the VA. Like, the VA, like, they ain't trying to really help me because them helping me means they may have to pay me. So why would they know that I got sleep apnea or something like that? Or why would they say that my knees are jacked up or my back? They're not going to say that. So it's unfortunate. Like, these are billion-dollar industries, right? And you would think, like, okay, I give my heart and soul to this team. They're going to look out for me. But that's the Kawhi Leonard thing proved it to us. That's so not. That's just
and when you look at it, at the end of the day, it looked terrible on Kawhi Leonard. It's like, what is dude sitting on the bench for? Well, guess what? I can't go 100%.
I ain't me.
And
I don't feel like me.
Right. You know the number one rule in business, what I tell people? What? Your body is your business.
It's a fact.
You look at somebody like Ryan Shazier. This dude went out there and made a football tackle. And I think that, the Steelers did right by him. But I mean, that dude was paralyzed from.
Exactly. You know, at the end of the day, and I think this is what the world is realizing, especially in 2020, is that every person is his own brand.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's just the way that I don't care what group they try to put you in, all that. Every person is their own brand, and every person, like, you know, have at some point have to look out for their well-being instead of the company and the people that they're dealing with. That's
Right.
just the way it is, unfortunately, in this sport. But
That's
hey, good shit, bro. I appreciate all the information. I'm pretty sure the Stopaholics do as well. You need to do a little more of this, man. Just when you feel like it. Don't give us an hour, because we ain't got not an hour.
Listen, I'll ramble about an injury all day. No, the LaMelo Ball injury. I don't think his wrist is broken, to be honest. But number two,
was it left wrist or was it his right one? The shooter?
I think it was his left. I can't remember. I looked at it twice. It was quick. It might have been right.
But you do understand why Charlotte shut him down.
That's a prize piece. We ain't gonna keep him out there.
No, he's the best thing they've had come through there, bro. Like he has the potential to be a legit star, and Jordan ain't never had. And he just fell into Jordan's lap. Let's be honest with you. You know what
Listen,
I mean?
I'm gonna tell you another dude in Charlotte that I think really has it, but he's scared to push himself is PJ Washington. Listen, PJ Washington was injured when he was in Kentucky. He's never been
he's still super young, so he does have a potential to be good. He has those games where he show out and then he goes.
I don't think PJ can go 100% because he don't know what his body gonna do, but he'll play through it. That's what I personally think.
See, I hate that LaMelo's down though, because I told you, man, Charlotte is a fun team to watch, bro. I love watching them ball, but now, I mean, with no LaMelo, I mean, Terry Rozier still gets me hyped because Terry Rozier don't give a fuck. But him and Miles Bridges, I like Miles Bridges a lot.
Yeah, Miles is nice.
Once he finally get his game together, that can go. Like right now, he reminds me of a Zach LaVine, right? Just a high flyer that could get buckets a little bit. But once he figured out the way Zach LaVine did, that I got to make myself an all-around player instead of just highlight reel, I think he's gonna be all right. He went to Michigan, right? Michigan State.
Yeah, he went to Michigan State.
Michigan State, yeah. I like him. Yeah. I like him. He's one of the reasons I like watching Charlotte. All right, so yeah, I mean, for what I know, again, what I see LeBron's hurt, AD's hurt, KD's hurt, Giannis is hurt.
Yeah.
And, James Harden. What did the neck thing say? I know he said the neck.
I didn't see too much on the neck thing on Harden, so I'm gonna just assume that's
Might be just a little dinger.
Yeah, it might be just a little dinger. But small dingers turn into big dingers, so stay tuned. He might.
That's what I was trying to tell the people at the VA. They tell me, well, you only got a little scar. Well, motherfucker, it feels like a big one. You won't tell me you can see a scar on the outside, but on the inside, that shit hurts.
So I'll tell you what. If you got some free time, y'all go watch. Stopaholics, y'all watch this, right? So go look at Giannis' injury, right? So he went up, came back down, and his knee kind of said or something like that, right? It wasn't complete English on what actually happened, right? It was like yeah. And next thing you know, his muscles kind of cramped up, and he had a knee sprain. Mm-hmm. That's what happens when muscles ain't working correctly when you jump in the air and hit the ground. It'll cause your knee to go up. So he might be out for about 2-4 weeks on that.
Yeah, for James Harden, it's just neck soreness. So he did hit his neck and whatever, but it's just neck soreness. Mm-hmm. And they're saying Kyrie about to miss 3 games.
Well, Kyrie missing 3 games for different reasons.
Yeah, for family reasons.
It's his birthday, so you know.
He about to be COVID up.
He giving him some All-Star break 2.0.
Hey, Kyrie about to be out these streets. Look, you think if he celebrate for his sister's birthday, you know what he gonna do with his?
Oh man. Hey, man, chill, man.
Hey man, y'all might lose Kyrie for the season, boy.
Hey, listen, at this point in time, the Brooklyn Nets ain't playing with all 3 of them dudes about 4 or 5 games, so it don't even matter.
Nah. I never asked you though, being a Brooklyn Nets fan, how you feel about the Blake Griffin addition?
I'm cool with it. I don't hate it.
It doesn't move the needle either way for you?
No, because I mean, they weren't supposed to win anyway.
That's true. All right, let's go last but not least, sticking with the basketball theme, unless you got something else. But Sweet 16, first of all, we didn't do brackets. And
we lied. We lied. We said we was going to do them. We didn't.
We did, but you know what? It's good we didn't do a bracket because we would have wasted our fucking time anyway.
The brackets are busted.
It's over for the brackets, man. you may end up getting like if Gonzaga wins, maybe Michigan.
I mean,
wins.
Gonzaga wins, Baylor wins, Michigan wins. So I mean, the number ones are there. But you look at somebody like Loyola or Chicago. I'm gonna tell you, that's a team you got to watch out for. And I don't think that they'll win it, but they're starting to build that brand just like Gonzaga was a couple years ago. Well, not a couple, but
wasn't it Loyola that had
yeah.
Hank the old school joint from back
Yeah,
in the day?
old lady, yeah. That lady 103. She's at the
I know,
game too.
but didn't they have like two players from back in the day, like when they went on one of them died on the court. Crap, I can't I'll think about it later. But I like you know what, I want Cinderella to win this year.
I mean, listen, the odds of it happening is higher than ever. I mean, teams that we didn't think would be there. Creighton, no. Oral Roberts, no. Arkansas, no.
Bro.
Syracuse, not really. Houston is playing okay this season. I haven't watched them play that much. I mean, Florida State, no. Oregon State, no. Loyola, no. So, I mean, you got 8, 9 teams we didn't think was going to be there. It's
the fact that all these all these upsets, bro.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you why they ain't upsets.
Why they not upset? Because of the situation, because of the year.
What? Well, let's hear. Most of these teams we naming, right? These dudes play together for 3-4 years. There's only 2 rounds. There's only 60 dudes getting drafted.
You know what? That's a fact. When you think about it, bro, like most of the teams that are doing well got a lot of seniors.
They got continuity. Guess what? Yep. This ain't no COVID year for Duke. COVID year for Kentucky. Guess what? Them dudes be struggling on regular season. Well, guess what? Y'all gonna have to work a lot harder right now.
Bro, North Carolina just lost Walker Kessler, like the big white boy that we had, the 7-footer.
Yeah, I remember.
I knew he was gonna leave, bro. We ain't used him right. He's a way better player than we used him for. So I knew he was gonna leave. But so okay, so with the teams looking the way they are, right? Who you got winning it all?
Man, listen, it's so wide open. Don't put this on me. But I'm gonna just go with the home team. I'm gonna ride with Michigan, man. I'm going with Juwan.
Hold on. But you from South Carolina? Why is that the home team?
Because my lady went to Michigan. I'm gonna just roll with Michigan. And I'm just saying, Juwan.
You doing what your girls say? You doing what your girls say?
Who you going with, bro?
You doing what your girls say?
No. Who you going with, bro?
I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with Villanova.
Why you going Nova?
That's the home team, bro. What you talking about?
What do you mean? That's the
home team, bro. Villanova, the home team.
But you from Carolina?
Yeah, my wife went to Villanova.
Oh, okay, all right. So he's gonna stand down real quick.
What, man? Wife went to Villanova, bro. Hey, we in here, man. Look.
Hey, man, I want to see Juwan Howard win a ring. So that's another.
You know what? I wouldn't mind that. And I was looking at, is it possible? Well, Villanova got to get past Baylor, and
which ain't gonna be an easy game for them.
Yeah, that ain't looking good. Let's see, Oral Roberts against Arkansas, Syracuse against Houston. Now I will ride with the ACC. Now if Syracuse, Florida State winning, I'll be cool with that.
Nah, I mean I'm not rooting for no Arkansas, bro. I just be honest about that. Is what it is.
Oh yeah, that is the only one from the SEC in there, right? Well, look, I go for all ACC teams except Duke. I just can never do it.
Yeah, I'm never rooting for Duke. Listen, I don't care.
It just ain't in me, bro. I would never do it. Never in the history of fanism.
Yeah, bro. I need Duke to check out. I need Nova to check out. I'll be honest, man. I know a couple of Nova fans, and they're annoying. I'm just ready.
Who are the Nova fans you know?
Wilburn?
Facts. He is.
Yo, yeah.
He's definitely an asshole.
Yeah.
He's definitely an asshole when they're winning. You're right. But I'm doing it for the home team, bro. It's bigger than him. It's bigger than him, bro. It's bigger.
Listen, at any rate, I would not care if any of these teams win it because honestly, none of them have been close to anything other than Villanova, Syracuse, and Michigan. Only 3 teams has actually won a championship that's left. So I might take the field.
First of all, I knew my team didn't have a chance before we even started the tournament. So I was just there.
Hey, y'all lost?
Yeah, we got beat down bad by bro, we lost to. It was so bad. Wisconsin. Wisconsin beat the brakes, bro. I don't know. Again, I keep telling you, I hate keep harping back on my team, them Tar Heels, but some ain't right in that coaching staff, bro. Some ain't right.
You know what it is.
It can't be Roy, man. It can't.
It's Roy.
Roy has done so great for us, though.
It's Roy, bro. Listen, Roy. I'm gonna tell you what this is. Roy is getting a little out of reach with the times, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because he's just getting older. He can't relate to the same 20 years old he did 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
So with all the teams, with most of the blue collar teams, right, doing bad, right? Like let's say the North Carolinas, the Kentucky, the Dukes, like not doing great this season, right?
Kansas lost, Louisville, yeah.
Yeah. So is it time for new blood to come in for all those coaches? The Coach Williams, the Coach K's, the
Bill Self,
Bill Self. What's your man name? Calipari.
Cal.
Yeah. Is it time? Because I'm looking at.
Well,
I don't know who's behind North Carolina, who behind Roy that can do it.
Maybe so I'll say if any of those teams was actually the head of the curve, I would probably say it's Cal.
Well, who coming after him though?
Listen, I've been like 2 years ago. I was trying to figure out who's going to replace Coach Cal. I don't listen.
If Cal leave, bro, Kentucky going back downhill for a while. I'm being honest.
But guess what? Everybody is.
Yeah.
But guess what? But the thing is, Kentucky will be able to get any coach that they want. To be honest, don't be surprised by this. I bet you Billy Donovan may go back to Kentucky.
Yeah, he is out. Where is he at now?
I don't know where Billy at.
I know you got. Okay, I look at it like this: if North Carolina was to pick up any two coaches, it would have to either be Wes Miller, who I think who's coaching the school out in North Carolina, or Jerry Stackhouse.
You think Stack can get it done?
I mean, he's at Vanderbilt right now, but I'm pretty sure if the North Carolina job comes open, because I don't even know what is he doing at Vanderbilt right now. I don't even know. Probably not great. But if the job come available and Roy said, "I want you to come here," he'll leave. Vanderbilt. Come on, man. He'll leave. He'll leave that easy, man. So again, look, I'm looking at it as for me, whoever wins the NCAA tournament, I don't really care. I don't have a dog in no fight. Of course, since my wife went to Villanova, I would love Villanova to win. Since your lady went to Michigan, for Michigan, like you would love for Michigan to win. But
represent for the home team.
Yeah, at this point, neither one of us got a dog in a fight. I say this: whatever game that comes, I just hope it's a good one. I'm gonna watch the final game. I hope it's a good one.
Yeah, that's about it, man. I feel you.
It. Oh, question before we end: what have you been watching on TV lately? So we can end this way, because I just saw something that came across the screen just now that I want you to watch. I know you probably haven't watched it yet.
I watched Snowfall. That's about it.
Okay, and we'll move on. I can't get into Snowfall, bro. Like I'm trying. Like
what episode are you on?
I'm probably like on episode 4 or 5.
Season 1?
Yeah.
You ain't trying hard enough.
I'm trying, bro. I can't do it, man. Every time I start watching it, so I was watching one episode, right? And like this one, Franklin went to the Mexican's house because he was trying to sell drugs too. But the girl and that guy was already there, right? They already made the deal. So remember they broke Franklin's mom's mother car. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen it. Sorry, spoiler alert if you haven't seen it.
I mean, that's this first season.
Come on now. Come on. But after they broke Franklin's mom's car window and they pulled him out and was beating his ass and shit, and the dude come out and help him. One of the funniest shit he comes back to do, and man, if you need anything, I got you. Like, man, get out of here, bro. You need him. He don't need you. He can stop you from getting killed. Somebody come, hey man, Franklin, if you need anything, man, don't hesitate to call me. I got you. Bro, no, you need him just now to save your life. What are you talking about, bro?
Yeah. I don't know, man. Listen, Frank, it's a good show, man. You gotta. It's good.
Oh, Miss Tammy, not Grey's Anatomy.
Nah, nobody got time for no crying. Nobody got time for no crying and dying.
Miss Tammy, I can't do it. I'm gonna stick. Okay, I've been watching. So Marissa and I, we watched some documentaries. The College Scandal one that's on Netflix.
Oh, is that good with Felicity Huffman?
Yeah, you should watch that. I thought it was good. Now they did some reenacting with the character stuff, but they still show you the real characters as well, the real people acting. I thought it was good. I think you should watch that. That'd be a good.
I think I'm boycotting that.
Why?
I don't like the whole college scandal joint. I think it just rubbed me the wrong way that these people actually just got their kids into school because they had millions of dollars and then they got a whole damn parlay it into a movie.
No, it's crazy how it's all set. I had to watch it because I had to see how they started and how they got away with it, right?
Yeah.
So that's good to me. And the last Blockbuster was good to me.
I think I started watching the last Blockbuster.
I like that too. It made me want to go. It made me want to go to Bend, Oregon, to the last Blockbuster.
I ain't want to go there.
I do. We want to go, man.
That's cool. You ain't got nothing to play them videos on anyway.
No, I don't. I got DVD player. I got DVD player on my laptop.
Okay.
Old school, baby.
Man, whatever, man. Hey, man, we ain't gonna hold people much longer, man. We appreciate y'all tuning into the One Stop Podcast where we talk sports. If y'all didn't share the show, please do. Click the subscribe button.
You guys, please share the broadcast. I mean, we're trying to do bigger and better things. If you want more giveaways and stuff like that, please subscribe to everything we got going on. We can't do the giveaways without participation of you guys. You know what I mean? So we need you just as much you enjoy watching us. So share, subscribe, all the platforms. We need you guys just as much as you guys love and enjoy watching us.
Word. Whatever Rel said, I agree with.
I hate you. All right. So again, thank you guys for joining the One Stop Podcast where we talk sports
and all that other shit.
My bro, love, bro.
All right, love. Hey, man, take care of the fam. I'll holler at you in a minute.
Tell my niece